Mic check, mic check. What is going on, everyone? Uh, I'm gonna take things pretty slow today. It's a no news day, so I'm kind of waiting for my setups to just present themselves. I already made money overnight, so I'm not too pressed about pulling a trigger on anything today. So I have ES and NQ up here on the 1 hour time frame because a 30-minute time frame, they're both in a setup that I do want to see as far as my model goes. However, I don't want to prematurely pull the trigger. Um, I want to wait for the market to do its thing. Gold went crazy too, so yeah. So I'm just chilling right now. They're already trying to pop, but this is not a pop that I really want to see. Like, it's not a pop that I would personally play. So I'm still waiting. I think we have data too this week, so it's gonna be a pretty interesting week to say the least. I mean, I could take these off the 30-minute, but that's just chasing it prematurely. That's chasing it. The 30-minute is in my setup. I'll explain my system, but the 30-minute is kind of setting up for my system. So I just don't want to take it. Can you guys hear me now? My mic should be better now. Oh, you can't hear me? Is my mic that low? Let me check the settings. Hold on. It should be good now. How about now? Can you hear me? Yes, no. All right, perfect. Perfect. And then if it just messes up, let me know. I'll fix it. Should be good now. How about now? Can you hear me? Yes, no. All right. This is not a setup that I would be so quick to long. If we could get a bigger pullback, especially on ES back down here to Asia Open, that'd be pretty cool. But as far as chasing this to the upside, it'll be too risky. I don't have much data to work with as far as this previous data goes. So it'll be interesting. Daily two up did trigger. So that's kind of why I'm not really leaning short. I'm kind of looking for longs on the pullback. However, this is still a risky place to go long for me. So I'm just still waiting. Gold is trying to take off. Gold already made all-time highs for me, so it's not something I'm interested in unless it gives me a cleaner pullback. But this looks like it's going to continue going. Look at it on a weekly time frame. You have a weekly 2-up trigger, so this thing could continue pushing up. But the only way I would play this again, because I did play this last night, the only way I would play this again is if I get a much cleaner pullback, at least to retrace some of these overnight run-ups. Either that or they base this out more, because it would be risky to go long here, being that they didn't touch my value area low. If we at least can hold 827, then I probably would like take a stab at a light position. But apart from that, the fact that we have no news today, just I don't really want to go long on anything so fast. ES is pulling back and Q's telling a different story. So it's one of those just sit on your hands type of days. So for those that are here, I'm gonna explain my model a little bit. I call it the. Sorry, give me a second. It's pretty much a value reversion model, essentially. But what I'm looking for is very straightforward, very simple. All right. So what these lines are, for those who don't know, these are what we call session volume profile. So this tells me where the market auction wants to have price action for the current session. And the only thing that negates price staying within this area is if it breaks out, to the downside or to the upside, right? So this orange line is what's considered a value area low. This blue line is a value area high. This white line is what I call a POC. So essentially, the market likes to buy near value area low, and they'll take it to the POC, which is what I call a magnet. And if that magnet can get breached above, they'll run it up to the value area high. But the way that I look for the way my model lines up is I use a 30-minute and a 1 hour. So in this case, I'll have ES up on both just to show you all. I'll give you a quick example. What's a good example? This would be a good example right here. Good example, but one thing that you're going to have to understand is the value areas do tend to update. So there was a value area here, but I'm sure it updated afterwards. Anyways, the hourly on this day, the 22nd for Monday, was in the buyer zone as far as the stochastic RSI. Okay, so that's what I look for right off the bat. I need the stochastic RSI for this model to be in what I call a zero zone or a buyer zone, not only for the 1 hour time frame, but for the 30-minute time frame. So if we go to the 30-minute real quick, we're going to look at that same date. So what was it, a Monday, the 22nd? So what was that? Right here. So as you can see, on that Monday as well, we had the 30-minute stochastic RSI in that buyer zone or in that zero area too, right? So when I'm looking at this, I'm already telling myself, okay, we already have step one for my setup, right, for my model. Now, what I'm looking for next is for value areas to hold. So again, I'm sure there was a value area low here, but there was also a value area low down here. So if I went long off of the low that it was bouncing off of at 96, my stop loss would have been down here at 86. And all I'm targeting next are the value areas to the upside, whether it's a value area or a point of control. Okay, so in this case, we had a value area low that was to the upside. So me going long at 66.96, having stops at 86, my target one is 67.22. And the way I'm playing that is not only am I taking it off the value area low, but I'm taking the stochastic RSI from that zero zone to that 100 zone, not only on the 30-minute, but on the 1 hour as well. So if we look at the 1 hour here, that would have been a good area to long at that 96, 97. And that 1 hour made a big pop to, what is it, that 67.49, right? So 30-minute stochastic RSI got into its seller zone or its 100 area at around 37. So you could have even trimmed at that point, and you could have held runners for your hourly to complete its move. And that hourly did complete its move, which had a point of control or a magnet area, and it had a value area high, which hit. And as you can see, they both tapped that 100 area. And at that point, I'm no longer interested in longing. I want to wait for the stochastic RSI to get back into my zero zone on the 30-minute and the 1 hour. And at that point, I'll consider longs again. So in this case, they kept the market sideways while cooling off the stochastic RSI on the 1 hour, the next session. And again, that would have saved me. Just that stochastic RSI alone, me winning it down here, would have saved me from all of this choppy price action, because this choppy price action had the stochastic RSI in the median point. So the fact that they finally flushed it with a sell-off, now we have another quote-unquote setup again. So all I'm waiting for is the value area lows to hold, and I'm taking it to the next levels of the upside. So in this case, this would have been another good setup, but on that run-up, as you can see, they brought it to that 100 zone. So this would have been I would have called it like a lackluster type of trade, because like they did all of that for nothing and then they sold it off. But anyways, that's pretty much a quick little rundown of what I look for my long setups. I'm not going to give too much of an example. I'm just going to explaining to you all what I'm looking for so shit makes sense. But NQ is pushing up and ES is selling off. This is telling two different stories. However, again, we do have that 2 up that ES triggered and NQ trigger on a daily time frame. So with that being the case, I'm not interested in shorting ES. This could technically be a buy point for me, but it's just a 1 hour. If I do take buys on here, it'll be very light and very, very slightly risky, just because the 1 hour isn't fully set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold off, and I'm not going to take the trade yet. Yeah, I'm not going to take the trade yet, because NQ could easily pull back if it wants to, but that 1 hour stochastic RSI needs to get into this zero zone. ES, it's trying, so I'll be watching ES. We may get a better setup on that one. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. The 30-minute on both are there, and that's kind of why we see NQ popping off. It's popping off the 30-minute setup. So yes, I could have taken it. However, I would have been playing light, being that the 30-minute setup is there. I'm not sure why there's a lag, but TradingView has been slow as of late. Just give it a sec. But anyways, a 30-minute setup is for sure there. So I could have taken it, but would have played light because the hourly setup isn't fully there. Yeah, as you can see, it bounced off a value area low, went to this magnet, this PLC magnet, broke above that magnet. So what did it do? Went to the value area high. So I could have easily played longs off of 845 and I would have been targeting 911 and that target would have been hit. So this push up on NQ is kind of making me want to take longs on ES prematurely based on its 30-minute setup because it's also bouncing off a value area low. But if I do play that, I just need to find my stop loss. So if I did play NQ here off the 840s, my stop loss would have been here at 807, the previous value area. And then I would have been targeting that. Look at that. That thing is pushing. Kind of missed the ES longs down there at 712. So it's okay. I'll probably wait. But if I do play this, it's definitely going to have to be light because I don't have a clean setup. However, this does want to push up to the upside. Not only grab the overnight highs, but potentially go to 6750. So you got two different stories right now. Not necessarily two different stories, but ES is lagging compared to NQ. NQ's already taken off. So I did kind of miss those longs. I kind of missed these longs too on ES, but it's okay. I'm not going to force my hand. Yeah, VAL right now for me on the 30-minute, I have 717.75. On the 1 hour, I have yeah, the same value for ES, 717.75. So I could wait for another pullback to retest this area, or I could wait for the new hourly candle to open and take it. But this setup does look interesting for longs. It's gonna be a risky long if I do take it because this is such like it's pretty overextended, and I would want a better pullback to retrace this overnight move. But it looks like NQ wants to prematurely run. So 13 minutes left until we get a new 30-minute candle. I could wait for that 30-minute candle to open. 12 minutes left, 13 minutes left again for the new hourly candle. So I could be a little bit patient here. I do see that we have a lot of resistance up here. So I'm going to be a little bit patient. I could potentially be missing this upside move, but I'm personally going to be patient on this only because, again, I made money overnight. I'm not pressed to chase anything and make more money. I'm kind of just letting the setup really come to me. And I feel like I missed that 717 setup, rightfully so. But yeah, this thing could run back up if it wants to. Maybe ES gives me another setup soon. It is early into the market though, so I can chill. Can you hear me, Jonathan, or nah?
Yo, yes, I can.
All right. I just don't know if they could hear you on the stream. Can you hear yourself on the stream or nah?
I think there's a delay.
Yeah, I do want to long this, but ES is just not there yet, really. NQ is already gone. Maybe should have played NQ. Who knows? 1 hour is just not fully set up. Gold is trying to pull back. Trying, but 1 hour is still not ready yet for gold. I need it like down here at the 827 at least, but we'll see.
I had to leave, but I guess if chat said they can hear me, then we're good.
Oh, perfect. All right.
Yeah, because it was just like triple. I can hear you.
No, you're good. You're good. There goes ES acting weird. NQ is pulling back from value area high, so hopefully this can help cool off the 1 hour. Hopefully. What are you looking at right now?
Just that Q right now.
Would I long QQQ on the retest? Let me go take a look at it. I'm not really trading options right now. I'm on futures, but I'll take a look at the Qs. I mean, if I look at the Qs, they did exactly what NQ did. So I will say this, like anything you see happening on my NQ chart, obviously is going to be happening on the Qs. So whatever value area low was on NQ, the Qs value area low this morning at least was at 599. So if you did go long, you would have looked for your previous value areas as stops. So like 598.21 would have been your stops. And you would have been targeting 632, which is a little quick little something, but obviously it went more. And let me check the 30-minute real quick. Because NQ's 30-minute is the one that went off, not the hourly. So I want to see if the Qs, yeah, you would have been playing it off the Q's 30-minute, but you would have probably been light since it's not a full A+ setup. So I would have longed the Qs off the open if I was being a little bit risky with it based off the value area low hold, but we are on futures, not options. Yes, I feel like it did give me that pullback again, and I kind of neglected it. So that's kind of on me. If I do take this 30-minute, I would have to be very light with it. I would have to be. Because it did give me that pullback again to this value area or near the value area. It was at 19. Value area is at 17. So if I do go long on ES here, my stops will be relatively at 09. Not if I long it. I'm not longing at 25. I already missed it. They pulled it back for me again and I missed it. So that's on me. They could run this up if they really want to. We got 5 minutes though. Need 30-minute candles gonna open. So maybe I get another opportunity, or maybe they just take that 30-minute candle, hold it above PLC, and run it. If they hold it above PLC and run it, I'm not chasing this. They're just gonna run this up all the way to 67.51, more than likely. NQ's already gone. So with NQ, just looking at it from the 30-minute based on this setup, this is like it's a good setup, I ain't gonna lie. But if they can hold it above 53, you're gonna get 25.15 to hit. It's a clean setup. ES might be giving me that entry again. gold is just moving sideways, nothing on that. Yeah, as much as I'd want to short this, it feels like a trend day. I mean, the trend has just been pushing up, so you would be going against the trend shorting. You could get something, but I just don't know how easy they're gonna make it.
That's my bounce for longs, so
Mm-hmm.
should be about $300. I just need 600 every day for this account, so let's see.
$50. We got a new 30-minute candle to open here on ES. Right now, it's a failed 2 down on the 30. So next candle could open and trigger a 2 up on a 30-minute. And we are going to get a new candle on a 1 hour. So I want to see what that does with the stochastic RSI. If it doesn't cool it off, then they're probably more than likely not going to cool this thing off today. And we'll probably see a trend day, like just a steady trend day. They'll probably just use a 15 and 30-minute time frame, more than likely. Yeah. Okay. New candles open. Do not hold it above the PLC, because if they do, they're just gonna run this thing. I would love to see them pull this back to 17. But the hourly stochastic RSI just curled it right back up. So I don't think they're gonna really want to pull this thing back as much. ES, they're cooling it off. So it's weird that NQ and ES are telling two different stories right now. It's pretty weird, but they could still push ES a lot higher, by all means.
Yeah, I just got stopped.
Yeah, I would still wait personally. It's only been 30 minutes for the market open. Ain't nothing happened yet. Gold is trying for its move. It's like fuck a pullback. What's a pullback? I wanted it at back at 827. I would have tried some longs again, but this thing is saying what's a pullback? It's gonna run off of its 30-minute setup. Clean setups right now, but for ES, it's just telling a different story from NQ. So I'm just not too convinced right now to really play long because with this type of setup on ES here, like the fact that it's lagging and NQ is running, any pullback on NQ is going to just over exaggerate the pullbacks on ES and just will make the setups uglier. So I rather just wait to see exactly like what NQ is going to do really from here, from these highs. Is it going to pull back now or is it going to continue going up? Kind of wanted to pull back, but still sitting on my hands. As a trader, you got to know when to sit on your hands. You can't take every single move. I think that's what fucks up a lot of traders is they try and play every single move in the market. That just lets you know they don't really have a defined system. And you need a system when playing this. Say it again?
I said it's better just to sit and watch.
Facts. In my opinion.
Haven't talked to you in a while.
I know. Have you been holding up well?
Pretty good. Still recovering, but not bad. I'm gonna put out a message that you're on.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. If you could just remind them.
Damn. Looks like I got wicked out for
Yeah, they wicked you out just to bring it right back down. I low-key wanted them to pull this back because there is no way this thing was just gonna continue up like this. Like, nah, come give me some retest action. Yeah, depending on how NQ reacts to this pullback though, ES may not hold to 717. So we'll see. Could be giving me another entry point too. So it's very tricky. But the only thing is I don't like buying up here at these highs. I like clean pullbacks, like a sweep at least. This is not much of a sweep that is to my liking. It is a broadening candle though, but sweep a little bit more. See, now my only thing is, will they give shorts full follow through? Highly doubt it. Gold is about to take off. I keep neglecting these entry points, but it's just like, am I really gonna buy up here? This is so nasty. This is nasty price action. Well, not price action, but it's just like, what the fuck is this?
Again, we're up near all-time highs.
Yeah, and I do see them pushing it up higher, obviously, but I don't have much data to work with.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like is they don't give those clean pullbacks, you know, for you to be able to get into. They just do these. Now, again, we did touch the value area low. We did come back here like fucking 2 times and held it, but I'm just not liking what I'm seeing, how NQ is already running and ES isn't. That's the only thing holding me back. Oh, they're about to run this up. Oh, well. Oh, well. They're going to take this to 6750s more than likely, based off this 30-minute setup. At least you all are seeing it happening live. They held the value area low, took it to PLC, which was a magnet at 6724, and now they're taking it to 6728. Pretty crazy stuff. It's just no, it's just choppy right now as far as the follow through. They're pushing it, but it's I was expecting more of a breakout, you know, with some clean candles. They're just chopping it. Gold is about to break out right now. Look at that. Beautiful breakout. And again, gold is running off of its 30-minute setup. Everything is running off of a 30-minute setup today, but I don't mind chasing it. Or I don't mind sitting out and just waiting.
$200 loss on the first day. Take profit has a 5-day minimum to fund it, so I don't mind calling it there. I'm gonna leave an alert for 24820 for a dip by long, but there's nothing much here to, for me at least.
For sure.
Yeah, looks like we might see. Well, we already saw it actually. 24972. 4 hour. Well, that's the good thing about futures, though. Cat dog. Man, you got a long ass name, man. You don't really have to play the whole move. You can just play like a bull flag and go. Doesn't look like they're setting anything up for an entry. That just looks like it's continuation. The good thing is it's like they just set up a step to look for longs for next time it comes down. This 24,930. If anything shows up, that could be a nice dip buy.
Come on, market. What do you want to do?
You can't have music in the background on YouTube, can you?
Is there any music playing for on my stream or no? If not, I'm gonna have to
I
figure
have to close it out.
I'm gonna have to figure it out. Could have sworn there was, but probably
Don't
not.
they take it down?
Was I don't think it's copyright.
Oh, okay. That's it. He said songs of silence.
Top Step and Tradeify.
Sure. Don't they have a like a 1500 payout for the first one?
Depending on your account size.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Yep.
So what's the like 150K?
What is it? 4,500, I believe.
Aren't they like 40% off right now?
Or it's I think it's 3,500 instead of 4,500, but I gotta double check that. No, they're actually he has a sale going on right now. 40% off all accounts before the end of the month. So if you want to grab some 50Ks or whatever, you can grab some straight to fundeds or grab the I think it's the growth where there's no activation fee. I think it's in the growth one. I don't know which one. I gotta double check it.
Yo, who's DP Trades? That guy's like insane.
He's my boy. I know him through another one of my trading friends. Yeah, he's pretty good. Bro, I do want to get on Apex. I want to try it out, but I just gotta mentally get myself ready to deal with that trailing drawdown and get above it. I think I could do it with the 50Ks, honestly. I dead ass think I could do it.
Yeah. What's the total on that, JS or Myers? Like, how much are you investing to get 20? I know you usually do that.
Well, it depends on the accounts. They cost like about 90 or something like that.
No, man, just wait.
Unless you get a sale, unless you get them on a sale. But yeah, activation is like 100 and something. So if you're getting 20, what is that, like 2K?
The activation is 100?
Yeah, I believe 100 something. You just stack up 10, that's just $1,000 in activation fees.
I think it's 150 if I remember. 150.
Somewhere around there.
20. Hey. was like trying it. He tried it 5 times and blew it every time. It looks like
I mean, the best,
donations alone.
I think
3K.
the smartest way to do it is, let's say you do stack the accounts, right? So let's just say you get 10. Then you can do like, you just take it account at a time. So like, let's say you get it on sale or whatever and you pass them all. Okay, don't fund all of them at the same time. Like fund like 2 or 3, get them to like above buffer, get them at least 1 or 2 of them to pay out, and then use that payout to then fund the rest of them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's what we did top stuff. Just one by one.
Oh, there's no
If we
music.
start rejecting here, I'm just gonna try another the head and shoulders on the 5 minute. It looks like we're breaking a little too high for that second shoulder. Yeah. That's invalidated. Yeah, I think I'm done with this account. I don't really see anything worthy on the funded.
What the hell happened to my music?
Gee,
Bro, I do not know how to fucking.
which tier? Yeah.
I'll figure it out next stream. I'll figure it out.
That 370 price target that I put on GOD is working out perfectly.
Oh, I know what I could do. I know exactly what I could do.
I got SPY all the way to 690, I believe. Yeah, 690.
Let me see. I know exactly what I can do. Give me a sec.
I think a good play here, if NQ continues with a break over it's already broken. Jeez.
It's already broken.
If NQ is at or near all-time highs and it looks like it's still gonna go up, buy calls can work with a break over high day. So if you guys have 2 charts up, break over high day with NQ near all-time highs. Looks really good. But I'm about to close out this account. Just call it there. I need 3K. Well, now 3230. Yeah, 3230.
This price action is pretty weird, but it just feels like they want to push it up just based on the value levels holding.
Yeah.
I don't know if the stream could hear the music now, but I've tried to play it on a Discord. Doubt they'll be able to hear it though.
Oh, I have it muted.
Well, I know you haven't muted, but
Properly. Yeah.
I'll fix it next stream. It's okay. It's okay. Just sitting on your fucking hands is just something else, bro.
Are you gonna play calls or what are you thinking?
I want to go long. I do want to go long. My only thing is I just want a much better, broader setup rather than trying to play this tight 1 hour setup. Just because we had this overnight resistance here a lot around the 30s to 36. So like if they could make it more into like a falling wedge type of setup, that'll be clean. Right now it's like a mini double bottom, but it's just not something that I personally want to take a stab at.
Yeah,
So
if the hourly holds like this looks really good for longs.
I will say, I mean, the 30-minute bin looked good for, well, it looked good for longs at 6:30 when it tapped the value area low and then tapped it again at 7, but I missed both attempts. It's okay. Market's not going anywhere.
What do you on MST longs?
Let me go take a look at it.
That's like
Oh, my Bitcoin. Eric Trump was not lying. Master longs for sure. Master leaps actually, but that's if you really want to do it.
I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be back.
I would definitely do master leaps. ES is just choppy, ladies and gents. It's just choppy. ES and Q still telling two different stories. NQ is at a resistance area, and it wouldn't make sense for me to long ES here with NQ looking the way it's looking. I would need to see a much cleaner setup. At least have NQ pull back a little bit. I wouldn't say I'm seeing a bear flag on ES. Just consolidating to me at least. It could probably still try and grab those overnight highs just cause. So
Yeah, I just set up a limit order. Let's see what it says. The entry is at 67224.5. If the 15-minute goes right, which it looks like I'm about to get in, I'm gonna take it down to 67.10. Then the cuts are 67.31, which is about 325. Take profit is 725.
how many accounts you working with today?
I'm just doing one on the take profit.
Not bad.
Yeah, so I'm just since it's 5 days, I'm doing $600 risk, $600 take profit, and then I'll probably just start sizing up until what's it called? Like the last 2 days. Yeah, I really like take profits live, basically 30 days to go live. And since their thing is just
You have to trade for 30 days to go live?
yeah, it's an intraday, what is it? Drawdown, I guess. So once you get over 2K is when they stop trailing you.
Oh, and that's the one where you can do daily withdrawals, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be, see, that one right there. That once you get above that buffer, that's where the fun really starts because you could just withdraw everything literally after every session.
Yeah, exactly. So it looks like I might get filled here. But I'm gonna be stepping away from that chart after this, so I'm just gonna let it run. If it runs, it runs. If not, then that should be down about 555. I wonder if that sell order got filled. Let me see.
What'd you place it at?
The limit was. Let me check on TradeAway. I'm new to this
You're good.
trading view. Yeah, I haven't gotten filled. What's going on here? It seems like it's filling me for some reason. It has my stop loss and take profit. Order filled.
That's weird.
Yeah, I set it at 6724.5, so it should have failed right there on that way. Let's see, I switched it. I have 10 of them, so just one. Yes, I guess. Place the order. Take profit. It's 7, 6, 7, 10. 10 stop losses. 7, 30. We'll just leave it at that. 67, 30. We'll do 34. No, that's too high. 67, 32.
Just remember, there's no data today, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to really get the short that you want, especially to get that continuation that you're looking for too. Because I'm just looking at this, and that short did look good, but now just seeing the buyer step in like this just has me like, okay, they might want to still go grab those overnight highs for real, for real. But we'll see what they have, and we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, on ES, I'm really playing the structure right before market open. Now it's retesting it, so if we get a continuation, it's to the downside. If not, the stops should hold. Hopefully I set that up right. Stop should be about 300. 10 points is 500, right? So 5 is around 250.
On a ES slot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're good.
Just yeah, it looks like they want to push it up higher. And Q just looks indecisive as of right now.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave this open. I'll catch you.
Alrighty.
I'll probably post the video on Saturday or Sunday. I don't know how long editing is gonna take. I'm gonna send you a message, Jay. I want you to see something when you get off live. I think it's a pretty smart business tactic.
You're gonna send it to me on Discord?
Through iMessage.
Okay.
I'll see you.
Alrighty. It's a weird market right now. Pretty weird. Yep. They're going for those overnight highs. Mm-hmm. Overnight highs. I would say I had an opportunity to play long on this, but this would have been moving too slow for me personally. So I don't mind sitting out still. If they want to give me a cleaner setup, that'll be much appreciated, though. Highly appreciated. Yo, what's good, Cybex? Pretty uneventful day today so far. But I'm not worried about that. I just want to see what this market kind of wants to do. It looks like it wants to go to the upside. And again, NQ looks like it wants that 25K. ES looks like it wants 6750s, which is crazy. Unless we get some news that's going to do that. But yeah, this market isn't moving much because we don't have any news. And I think we have news tomorrow. I would have to go double check, but I don't think we do. I'll have to double check. Maybe we do. Look at that. ES is fucking chopping up. NQ's trying to pull back. There's no reason for me to really force any type of longs right now. I don't even want to short because they're not even giving full continuation on shorts. So kind of got no reason to.
Yeah, it's just short little burst to the downside, and
Then they just buy it right back up. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Chop City. I'll be on here maybe for another hour. But if this market stays sideways like this, I have no reason to stay live all day. There's no fun happening. NQ is now pulling back. Finally. Thank God I didn't long ES yet. Thank God. That wouldn't have turned out so great. Rejection of the value area high on NQ at 969. It's under POC, so it's going to try for 872 most likely. ES pulling back. Perfect. No, I don't have to long up here. I have a better reason to not long up here. Again, a lot of trading is just sitting on your hands. So it's one of those chop sessions, it seems like. Because again, while this short looks really good now, are they going to give a continuation? That's the biggest question. Is there going to be continuation on the shorts? Chop, chop, ladies and gents. If you're taking a trade right now, you have some degen balls on you because this price action ain't the best.
Exactly. This is so annoying to watch.
This is not the best price action one bit. Gold making new all-time highs. As it should. Daily and weekly say so. I just have no data to work with on this, so the only way I would play this is I would need gold to pull back. Once it pulls back, it'll consolidate. After that, I can grab the previous highs at wherever it pulls back from. That's how I'm playing the all-time highs on gold. I just wouldn't want to short this. It's a big sell. Well, not big sell off, but nice pullback so far. Pretty nice pullback so far. If we look at the hourly time frame, hourly is setting up. It is setting up. I just want to see NQ pull back and hold this value area low. If it can do that, then they may pop it right back up. As of right now, no clear setup yet. Yeah, it definitely looks exaggerated. But to be fair, we really haven't gone anywhere yet. If we can really sell off this overnight run up, oh boy.
At any moment, it can just right back up and take away everything it just did.
Mm-hmm.
That's typically what it does in the chop environment.
I am loving the pullback though, but I just need it to come a little bit faster here. Let's take out these overnight run ups because we can do that. That'll be perfect. Go tag Asia lows or something.
For a while, they open to the market.
Honestly, I would love them to pull this whole market red. I'm not gonna lie. Like, not red, but just sell off that overnight run up because that'll be a lot better for us to get some setups to play the run back up.
I'd like to see, over the next few days, I'd like to see the 200-300 point sell off. Just let it blow off a little bit. And, yeah, stick around these all time highs for days on end.
Months on end, not even days on end. It's been frustrating to say the least, but yeah, you're right. I would love to see them just start selling this off for that October bearishness. But hey, it's going to be interesting with us getting rate cuts. So we'll see how the market wants to digest that. Again, this is, we have a news filled week. So I think those data that come out should provide us some direction. What I'm gonna do is just trade what's in front of me and not what I expect to happen. So as we know, like what we want to happen is a nice pullback. But if they decide to hold this thing, you know, we'll just play the lows and grab those highs again. Because the trend is still technically, even though this is pulling back, the trend is still technically up. So
The other thing too is the government set to shut down Friday. I mean, government shutdown passed. It really hasn't had much of an effect.
yeah.
Because they've not done it each and every time. They've always struck a deal. So I think people are like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's.
So,
I feel like they're nothing burgers. I feel like they'll really surprise us when they actually shut it down and don't strike a deal at the last minute. They always strike a deal last minute every time.
yeah. 1 minute before midnight, they'll strike a deal.
Mm-hmm. So ES has broken its value area low. I'm not interested in any longs on it at the moment. Not interested in any NQ longs at the moment. Not with this setup. No.
I mean, we got to sweep overnight lows.
Yeah,
First.
I think so. I think we'll create a new session, a profile session down there too, if we can get down there. This session's too tight to trade. If it wants to flush, it needs to flush already. Or buyers will try and step in. Flush, flush, flush. I have no trade open at the moment. No trade is open. So they're making buyers step in already. For NQ, they're stepping in their value area low. ES, they're bringing it back up to its value area low.
either up or down, and right back down again, or down and right back up again.
For real. NQ's value area just updated as well.
Crazy.
This is some weird chop. I already knew it was weird off the bat when NQ was running and ES wasn't doing anything, so I'm for sure gonna be waiting this out. I'm not chasing anything. I'm not even gonna chase shorts.
I want to say sweep the overnight lows.
Same.
What it does from there. I doubt it's going to continue down. I just don't think the market is in the mood for a sell-off here. I don't feel it. Not that that's an indicator, but
It's the slowest sell-off today. And it's only 8. That's the crazy part. Finally, ES selling off. NQ's also selling off. This is what I wanted to see. It's literally boring right now. Just sitting and watching dry price action. Yeah, they're pulling it back, but the continuation is not feasible enough for me to even try a short. Trend is still up, so for me, I'm looking for entries for longs rather than entries for shorts. As of now, NQ is holding a value area low, but this is not a long setup that I personally would want to take. I want to see if they can retrace overnight lows. they're still chopping up price action. If we go on a 5 minute real quick, you can see what I'm talking about. Yes, they are pulling it back, but now they're just chopping it up, chopping it up, chopping it up. So this isn't something I'm trading. Still just watching price
This
action
is not tradable
at all.
at the moment. Yeah.
Oh, super tired. Again, cash is king as well, ladies and gents. So preserving your capital is the biggest part of this game. Knowing when to enter, when not to enter. Everybody, again, people tend to just take every single trade and wonder why they blow up their accounts. Less is more. Give me a second, ladies and gents. I will be right back. I'm gonna head to the restroom. Oh, we haven't even fucking gone anywhere. That's disgusting. Normally it'll be faster, but yeah, I mean, I think we go visit those overnight lows. No, I don't even call them overnight lows, but I guess where we open from. And I think we
Yeah, I
bounce
mean,
from
that's where
there.
it opened at last night, 6:30 or 6 o'clock.
Okay, I think I fixed it now. still wouldn't long this yet.
This is like all over the place. Jesus.
For real, like, make a move already. I know it looks like it wants to come down a little bit lower, so don't know what the holdup is. Just sweep them overnights. Overnight opens. ES is doing it. And Q's taking its sweet time. Nothing interesting on NQ. Nothing interesting on ES. Not with these setups still. Wow. Patience is real, chat. Like, you gotta have patience in this shit. Can't be so antsy to take a trade just because you think a setup is gonna happen. You have to see that setup show up, or else you don't take anything. Trust me, like, market isn't going anywhere. You're always gonna see a setup every single one. I don't want to say every single day, but there's always gonna be a setup in the market. There's always gonna be opportunity. So just because you may have missed out on a potential setup today doesn't mean that you'll miss out on one tomorrow or the next day or the following day. For me, based on my bias and what I kind of want to do with the market today, I haven't missed out on anything. So I'm kind of chilling. Another reason why I'm able to sit on my hands so far, and a reason why I've been able to not like get in a position, is because I already was able to catch the gold longs overnight. So those paid really well. And yeah, now I don't really have to make, I'm not in a rush to make any money today. I'm also not in a rush to give up any of the money that I made from overnight. So I'm kind of being picky with the setups that I want to see appear. As of right now, there's nothing of interest that I want to take. I could take NQ longs here, but it will still be risky based on what I want to see happen. Next 30-minute candle on NQ will be something that I'm going to be interested in looking at. They may stop it here from selling off for today, only because we have a value area high just under. So this may be potential longs. As well on ES, potential longs. Potential. I may take an early ES entry. We'll see. We will see. Very tempting. Very tempting. Chat, do we go long here? Do we go along here, chat? I think we could take a stab at it. Value area is down there.
I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer. Let's see. 7.5 minutes.
Yeah, let's
Let me
see.
go back up to like 57.21, 67.21, and
I want to run it back up to 31 if I do go long on this.
just say it may create like a little, pattern between like 67.05 and 20 or something like that. Small range.
Oh, we got a lower value area lows just sitting right there too. Oh, this could get interesting, Myers. And I got a value area high at that 709. I'll be looking at the trade like this essentially. This is what I'd be looking for. Looks like a good risk to reward too. I'll bite long. I bet long. I'm in longs at 14. I'm gonna use low a day as stops. Oh, 625. This is slightly risky, but that's what I'm gonna use. We're in the position, and I want to target 31 if I can. So it's a risky long, but I'm in it. I want to see if I could target 31. Don't want to play too heavy on this move because just want to be light. Yeah, so I'm in those longs. See what happens here. Looks like the long wasn't ready. We'll see what happens though.
What's your out pointer?
0625 break. Break on
Your stop loss. Sorry.
yeah, 706.25. Even if it doesn't work out, I'm already well aware that it's not an ideal long for me to take. Just a light long to see if they bounce it here. Yeah.
A shot, even if it doesn't work out.
Yeah, because if anything, they could still go and sweep those the rest of that London session, Asia session. I mean,
That is true.
so I want to see at least on a 5 minute for the most part, just price get back into this value area low. If they can get back above the value area low, we should be good as far as pushing back up to 724 and then going back to 730s. But if we don't get it back above that 714.25 value area low, then they're probably gonna pull this back a little bit more. I'm not worried about it though. Set on my hands for a good amount of time before trying to see a setup show up, and a setup is trying to appear, so I want to see if they can hold it. If not, they'll just go sweep the rest of that downside. Getting above that value area low. So I'm liking that. I'm liking that so far. If we can hold above that 714.25, we should see a push to the upside. I'm gonna set my targets to that 730 area. Trying to hold above the value area low here at 714.25 on ES. If we can get that hold, we should get a push to the PLC at 67.24. And if that holds, we should get 67.30 retest of highs. So that's kind of what I'm looking for on this long play here. Trying to get a value zone reversion play going on. And Q is trying, but ES needs to pick up the pace here. We're just consolidating at the moment. NQ looks a lot better than ES right now. Looks like they may go for my stop. Yeah, ES is just weak compared to NQ. Way weaker.
Yeah, a lot of tech stocks are up today. Nvidia in particular.
Yeah, like any NQ pullback, like I'm seeing right now, is causing ES to bleed out. Just bleed out. Well, it's okay. It's a sluggish market day anyway, so.
Yeah, problem is you can't play the downside on ES.
Exactly.
It's too choppy and unstable.
Exactly. Because with NQ popping the way it is, it's just gonna mess up your shorts if you're trying to short. Yeah, they're bleeding it. I don't expect them to bounce it. Oh. Did I speak too soon or just bleeding ES pretty hard? Pretty hard. Well, I don't expect this bounce to hold. So if it doesn't hold, I expect them to go finally take out Asia open. Or Asia lows. Yep, didn't expect the bounce to hold up that well. Pick a side and go. Pick a side and go. Okay, ES pulling back more. Nearing my stop. It's taking its sweet time before it goes and tag my stops. .25 has a tag and we get hit. Bro, what? It's literally playing with me. Just it's right there, right by my stop. Might as well go tag it. I'm not exiting the trade. I'd rather just let the trade get stopped, just so it can just fully play out. They're playing with me though. I think, yeah, there we go. Okay.
Hello, Julian. I have a question. This is Deshaun.
What's the T?
So my question is, so I'm looking at trade debate, right? I'm looking at your screen. I'm looking at your screen. I'm looking at trade debate. I would get done.
What was your question?
My question is, so now that we are underneath the low value area, do you use the previous session profiles, high value area and point of control as the next level of support?
Yeah.
To above? Okay, because like if you look, that was my question.
Let me check. Oh yeah. So I'll go look at the previous sessions and see where they could potentially bounce. So potentially 700 flat is the level I have, but this is like on a 5 minute. Let me just check the 30-minute real quick. So I got 700.50, and then I have 694.50. So yeah, I use it, but I'm not worried. I'm fortunate that we got tagged, but it is what it is. Market was slouchy today. We tried for a setup, no dice. I'm not gonna go for another trade. I'm just gonna call it a day, but I will be live tomorrow. So it is what it is. Hopefully we get some cleaner price action tomorrow and we can go about executing at a much better rate. But anyways, thank you all for showing up. I'll see you all tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. Pacific.